Hi, I'm Kristin Duncan. I'm a real estate agent in Orlando, Florida, and today we are exploring Minneola. And to me, this town is one of the top 3 hidden gems of all of Central Florida. The city itself, as well as the Tiki Bar and Grill that I am at in Minneola, it is an absolute icon with Orlando locals. This isn't a spot you're going to read about in the Disney blogs, but if you are anywhere close to Lake County, I highly recommend visiting this place. As you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. It gets really busy and you can boat ride up to the restaurant. Just really nice place to enjoy the views of Lake Minneola. So the city itself is what I consider a really great combination of having the school system that is similar to Clermont. You are very close to Clermont. We're about a mile away from Waterfront Park right now, but also having reasonable home prices, which isn't something we can often say in Orlando. So we are due west of Winter Garden, maybe 15 to 25 minutes depending on where you are from Plant Street, and we are north of Clermont itself. But again, it's literally the town next door. I could drive less than a mile and be at Waterfront Park. So you have the hills here, which is something you don't often see in Florida. So you have that beauty that you see in Clermont as well is really carried over into Minneola. I want to take a minute to speak just a little bit more about the lakes in this area because they are spectacularly beautiful and really unique. This Lake Minneola is part of a chain of lakes, and if you haven't heard of that before, please look it up. It is multiple large lakes connected by natural canals that are just beautiful. They do offer tours in this area, also a little bit farther north in Mount Dora, and also they're open to the public. So if you have your own boat, you are in luck. If you live in Minneola, there are multiple boat ramps around here that you can access the lake from. So if you live in Minneola, the odds are you are going to work outside of the city limits. The top 2 professions of residents in the city are hospitality, you've got all your theme parks and hotels not very far away, and medical. They are building more and more facilities on this west side of Orlando. So those are your top 2 professions in this area. So let's talk about the homes. There are really 2 sides to Minneola. There are quite a few older 1-story block homes that have been here since the 40s, 50s, 60s. There's a lot of old Florida charm in this area, especially around the Tiki Bar area. And then you have new Minneola. So a lot of the homes here that you see are going to be built in the 1990s all through the 2000s, and there is still lots of new construction going on here. The advantage of Minneola is that you aren't quite paying those Clermont prices, but you have the comparable schools and comparable sites. You can see I'm actually on a hill, which is unheard of in Orlando. So you can get into a single family home here for under $400,000 potentially. Of course, this will change as the time you watch this video changes, but there were plenty of sales in here in that $390,000, $380,000 kind of price point. I would say most of the homes though, new construction is going to be in the 400s, so $425,000 to $525,000 is going to be your sweet spot in Minneola. There are way more single family home communities here than anything else. You're going to be hard pressed to find a condo or a townhome in this area. There actually is though a 55+ community being built here by Del Webb right now. So one of the reasons people move here, as we've discussed a little bit already, is the school system. The school grades are comparable to those grades of Clermont, which we know is very popular. There are private schools nearby too, so if they're not quite what you're looking for, the prestigious Montverde Academy, which is a very elite private school in Orlando, is just a few minutes down the road. And you can also take advantage of the multiple private schools in Winter Garden and Clermont, especially if you're on that east side of Minneola. You're going to be within a driving distance that is doable on a daily basis to those private and charter schools. So whether you are visiting Orlando or looking to make a move here, I wouldn't overlook Minneola. See the lakes, see the Tiki Bar, look at the properties here. I think you'll be pleased with what you see. So I would love to hear in the comments what you think about Minneola, and please let us know what parts of Orlando you would like to tour next.